A warm welcome to a special festive episode as 2026 is just around the corner and Carnival is about to kick off. What exactly is Carnival, this world of masks and celebration? And where did this tradition come from in European culture before it became the festive season we recognize today? Gabriela Fesnak has the story.
From the world-famous masked parties in Venice to satirical parades in Cologne and flower battles in Nice, European Carnival is a sight to behold. Every year, the darkest days of winter are filled with joy and dance. Across Germany, the cornerstone of Carnival festivities is the grand parade of floats and sculptures, making a satirical commentary on the political events of the year.
I love the Cologne Carnival. We must party away what's going on in the world right now and laugh and have fun.
We've come from Bavaria and are really looking forward to it. A good reason to be here.
North from Cologne, Italian cities celebrate the carnival with unusual traditions of their own. In Sicily, carnival celebrations include a cheese throwing game, a competition taken very seriously by the referees. In the northern city of Ivrea, the locals stage a fierce battle, armed in locally harvested oranges.
It's a way to unwind, and the fact that it attracts a lot of people is a positive thing. It's a good way to unwind for 3 days. The atmosphere in the square is amazing. It's something everybody must experience once in a lifetime.
In the Spanish city of Alsasua, the locals go a step further with their celebrations. A crowd of half-man, half-bull creatures run through the city causing mayhem in a centuries-old ritual with the themes of rebirth and purification.
It's essentially a mythological being from Alsasua that roams around frightening people and was known for mistreating women and witches. Allegedly, it would engage in abuse against them, with people screaming and stained with blood.
Across Europe, Carnival remains a moment when society steps outside itself. When power is mocked, fear is confronted, and everyday rules are joyfully undone. These rituals remind communities of something deeply human, the need, at least once a year, to lose control, together, before returning to the world as it is.
And now for a very special exhibition at the National Museum in Warsaw, titled The Black Carnival. The show brings together two major artists from the turn of the 19th and 20th centuries, confronting the world of young Belgium and young Poland through shared themes of masquerade, theatre and the circus.
Black Carnival, that's the title of a new exhibition held at the National Museum in Warsaw. It looks at the subjects of theater, circus and dance through the works of two significant artists from the turns of the 19th and 20th centuries. Across Europe, the carnival traditionally was, and still is, a period of fun, feasting and festivities. It was a time marked by the inversion of social roles, by means of laughter, satire, and costume. But the Black Carnival exhibition is more than just a showcase of colorful carnival scenes. It's a symbolic look at the world, seen as chaotic, a spectacle and masquerade, in which humor and irony intertwine with transience and turbulence.
The work of these two artists is influenced by themes related to masks, theatre, but mostly its street incarnation, the poor sibling of stage theatre, as well as the circus and the sadness of clowns, the very idea of the carnival which marks a temporary suspension of societal rules, but also a moment of madness that leads into Lent. All of this is also common to the late 19th century, the fin du siècle era, in essentially all of Europe.
In the late 19th century, which the French have called the fin de siècle period, or end of century in English, Europe felt exhausted by the past and anxious about the future. as rapid modernization eroded traditional social and religious certainties, leading artists to turn tension and uncertainty into art.
I think it's a really interesting exhibition for today, because you can see that 120 years ago, people were facing the same issues in terms of our civilizational transition.
The Belgian artist James Ensor and Pole Witold Wojtkiewicz, whose works are front and center at the Black Carnival exhibition, were two artists who were both born into the roughly same historical period, the late 19th century.
They differ in artistic temperaments, but share an extraordinary imagination and something else we try to highlight in the exhibition, an ironic observation, grotesque observation of the world.
At Black Carnival, one can see a lot of dolls and puppet-like figures created by Witold Wojtkiewicz. His figures turn toys into symbols of fragility, performance, and lost control, key themes of the fin du siècle.
I'm not a painter. I'm not involved in painting in any way, but I really enjoy discovering new things, especially since this is a Polish painter I had no idea about. It has a lot of meaning to me, so I'm very happy I came here today and was able to experience it. I'm also very fond of puppets and puppet theater, so this element was also a real treat for me.
The Black Carnival exhibition runs until January 11th, 2026. For TVP World from Warsaw, Alex Sumlinsky.
Those of us who are not habitual partygoers usually stress out about one thing above all else: what to wear to all those holiday season celebrations. Don't worry, we are here to help, or rather, Alex Sumlinsky is.
With New Year's Eve and Carnival celebrations right around the corner, we decided to visit one of Warsaw's second-hands to see what's trending. And joining us on our hunt today is Agata, a model. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Carnival isn't just about masks and music. It's also a moment when fashion steps into the spotlight. This year, inspiration comes from three enduring styles: glamour, old money, and vintage. And all that can be discovered here in Warsaw through the unexpected treasure hunt of second-hand fashion. Our search begins with glamour, a style defined by shine, drama, and cinematic confidence. Sequins catch the light, the silhouettes feel indulgent, and faux fur adds warmth as well as attitude. These are outfits designed to arrive in style and stay memorable.
The glamour style originated in the 1920s, in the early days of cinema and Hollywood. Marilyn Monroe was definitely one of its leading representatives.
From sparkle to restraint, the old money aesthetic draws on inherited elegance. Understated, polished, and quietly confident, we put together an outfit that makes Agata look like she's heading out to a party at Rockefeller Center.
About 5 or 6 years ago, there was a surge in interest in everyday old money style. It's simple, very elegant, but classic clothing without any frills. Very polite, you could say.
But it's vintage-inspired outfits that draw from different eras, textures, and silhouettes that give you more freedom to mix styles and experiment with details, just in time for Carnival season.
There are many vintage outfits with sequins. They're colorful, elegant, and shiny. And all of this is very welcome at Carnival, including shiny shoes, patent leather, and gold. You'll find all of that in vintage style too, because designs like that were popular for years in the 60s and in the 70s.
If sequins aren't your preferred option, a 20s-inspired look with a characteristic hairstyle, in which the hair was tied low and a fabric was worn on the head, is also an option. So what will it be for Agata? Which outfit will she go for this carnival season?
Definitely this one. It's unique. Though I felt great in each of these outfits, each one was original.
Mix and match and have fun during the holiday season. For TVP World from Warsaw, Alex Simlinski.
Before we step into the new year, let's take a quick step back in time to see how Warsaw celebrated before World War II, when parties were truly legendary. Natalia Komarov has the story.
Baronie, co to jest Eldorado?
Nocny lokal.
Nocny lokal.
This young republic was just about to stand on its own 2 feet, and for the first time in generations, people were full of hope and had extra cash to spend. All of that would soon change. No, let's go back. Let's attend some glamorous parties in the vibrant, multicultural and slightly naughty Warsaw of the 1930s.
Ależ ta panna Lulu bardzo miła. A widzisz, rozruszałeś się nareszcie.
As you will see, many things have changed across the last century, while others remained. For example, the neighborhood of the Polish Grand Theatre remains a top spot to open a fancy restaurant in Warsaw. Here, at Wierzbowa 9, Oaza opened in 1908. This is where Warsaw's elites mingled. The interior was decorated with Krakow-style folk paintings, the coolest aesthetic of the period. Multiple VIP rooms allowed celebrities, businessmen and diplomats to organize private parties. The journal Warszawianka reported,
We arrived at Oaza. The party was on. We barely found a table. The first thing you notice is that Poland isn't doing so bad, and despite rumors, Poles have quite a bit of money. A bottle of wine on every table, usually champagne, liquors, cognacs, baskets of exotic fruits and flowers.
Just next door at Wierzbowa 7, Warsaw's most fashionable franchise of the interwar period also opened its branch, Ziemiańska. But the original Ziemiańska was located across the Saski Palace on Mazowiecka Street. Made famous by many a poet, novelist and painter, it was the place to be, the beating heart of Warsaw's intellectual and artistic life. Ziemiańska remained open during the Second World War, although frequented mostly by Nazi officers. Then the townhouse where it was located was destroyed by German bombs in the Warsaw Uprising. It was never rebuilt. Now we're in the city center and this building still stands. This is where the nightclub Adria opened in 1931, quickly becoming the most exclusive establishment in the city. Adria offered concerts, cabaret shows and multiple dance floors until the morning light. Jazz, tango, exotic dancers. It was modern, it was cool, and it had a capacity of 1,500. The owner, Franciszek Moszkowicz, was slightly overwhelmed by his own success.
As far as I remember, even though I could count on one hand how many nights I'd spend in my own bed, I was never really partying. Visitors usually only see the glamorous parts of nightlife, and they don't know that being a nightclub owner is hard and arduous work.
For many Poles, the 1930s are the ultimate in nostalgia, a world lost forever. What could have been? What if Warsaw was never destroyed? What if its Jews were still here? What if we could still meet at Ziemiańska or Adria?
Czasem pan dziedzic może się napić. Moment, ale ja nie chcę się napić.
In the end, Warsaw has been rebuilt, and it is once again vibrant, full of hope and ready to party. For TVP World, Natalia Komarov.
And with this we conclude Pulse of Culture. Thank you for watching and Happy New Year!